Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and here's the recent update from Ukraine. Yes, I'm still in Ukraine. Today we're gonna speak about this Russian flag carrier Moskva, or you may say Moscow, that was destroyed a few days ago. Today we're gonna speculate. It's not the official version, but we have many things that may state that I may be right speaking about this particular version. The version is that the ship was destroyed by Ukrainian-made rocket Neptune RK-360. It is on a picture, you may see it on the right side. The ship is on the left. Here are some characteristics. Actually, this rocket is quite big, it's large, it has the warhead of 150 kilos. That's a lot, but still may not be enough to destroy this kind of huge ship as Moskva. So that is why this ship was destroyed, then two rockets hit it. And how was it done? Because this ship has so many radars, so many anti-air missiles. Why the rocket was able to hit this ship? Well, we're gonna speak about it later. First of all, I got this information late evening from my friend who serves in our marine forces, and after that I had those information from pro-Ukrainian Telegram groups, and after a while this information started to appear on Russian media, and first they say no, it's fake, the ship is okay, but in a while, like in a few minutes, they say okay, we confirm that it has the fire. The fire crew was evacuated, everything is fine. The fire came from unknown source, probably because of the technical issues, and some of the missiles detonated. That is why the fire is quite huge, but everything will be fine with the ship, no worries, we will tow it back to Crimea or wherever. So yeah, and I know immediately at that case, if Russia speaks like that, it means that the ship was destroyed completely. Why should you evacuate the crew from the ship, which is okay, just minor damages, as they say, but really Moskva ship sustained huge damage, and we're gonna look at it why and how it was destroyed a little bit later. Again, it's not the conspiracy theory, I'll just speculate on the information we have in the open sources. So there were used a few of the Turkish-made drones, Bayraktars TB2s. There were some of them. Here in the picture you can see 3, probably more or less, we don't know. So they were flying not far away from the ship, but not very close, not to be targeted from the ship. And all of the radars of the ship were aimed for these air targets. All the crew were alerted about this air flying vehicles, but they hadn't noticed that few missiles were fired from Odessa shore and actually hit the ship. So they were unaware of the missiles coming, and those Neptune missiles, they're really interesting. They can be fired from the ground, from these huge vehicles. They can be fired from the air and also from the sea itself. And the rocket, Neptune rocket, flies very close to the water surface, so it's very hard to identify by any kind of radars. So the ship was so much concentrated on other target that it was not aware of missiles. And here we have the bigger picture. By the way, all of those pictures I posted on my Telegram channel. I'll put the link for you to check it out. So here we have the characteristics and everything. So you may not believe me, and because yeah, I state that I'm speculating, but I have all the reasons to believe that this ship was destroyed very fast and sank down very fast with the help of our Ukrainian actually made rocket. And it really opens a new chapter in how you can fight back the ships, because Ukraine, we are in lack of our own military ships, some of them destroyed by Russia, some of them occupied, etc. So we don't really have the fleet, but we have modern type of rockets that were made in Ukraine, and they're capable to destroy this kind of huge target. So really something new for the worst scenario, probably will be used for the future conflicts. Hope there will be none on our planet Earth, but just in case we have this kind of weapons that can destroy wherever it can, and it can destroy very huge ships. Why am I happy? Well, I said I'm from Sevastopol, and then I was a kid, I used to watch this parades of Russian army, because before we had nice relations actually, until Putin came, right, and until he started the war on the eastern part of Ukraine, until he occupied the Crimea. But now I'm happy that this ship sank down, and I don't care about those crew members who lost their lives in this kind of tragic for Russia but happy for Ukraine event, because those guys, they were fighting against Ukraine, they were fighting against civilians, they hit civilian objects, Russian pilots, Russian troops, everyone killed. They killed civilians in our country. That is why I hate them. I hate the ship. I hate everyone on board of the ship, and that's why I'm happy that they actually gone, and they do not provide the threat for our military and for our civilians. This ship was really important for Russia, and I think they gone crazy. And after they gone crazy, I mean Putin and his circle and military, they start to bomb Kiev again, civilian city, again our buildings. They start to bomb after they lost this ship, and because the ship has had the S-300 anti-air missiles, it is very advanced, complex to hit air targets, and because this ship was the only one that carried that anti-air missiles, the rest of their ships are unprotected, and then they went back after the Moscow ship was hit right away, so they just ran away. What was claimed by Russia, that they evacuated all of the crew members and sailors from the ship, but it is not true. Imagine night time, and was the storm with the high waves, and I think they just mainly lost their lives. From the information we have, just 10% of the crew was evacuated, and just imagine 510 people were on board. Yes, it's kind of tragic for Russia, but I say again, it's a happy day for Ukraine. It's humiliation of Russia, humiliation of their military, of everything they do. It is very similar to Tsushima battle in just before the First World War. Then Russia started the war against Japan. So Japan actually destroyed the fleet, being kind of small country compared to Russia, with less fleet, with less troops. Actually, Japan was able to fight back really hard, hitting Russia. And after that, the Russia became so weak. I expected to be again, my friends, and we are following the Japanese way of fighting back Russia. My friends, if you want to support this channel, you may go to our Patreon crew, and also you may go to PayPal link that I will put in the link just below, and part of the money I share for charity. My friends, you are awesome. Thank you for watching this video, and have a great time.